Good morning, YouTube! It's upgrade day for Ragnar. Today, Ragnar's final. I've been waiting a year and a half to do this upgrade. It's taken forever to source locally. You can see them right over. Let's see if I can find my hand. Right over there. You see those? Volvo Nordkap 2004 Volvo V70R. It'll be this S60R front bucket seats in Nordkap blue. They're going in Ragnar today, replacing the front bucket seats in the 2002 V70 2.4 Turbo. They will mount up because they are 2004 electronics. They should mount perfectly. I am going to disconnect the battery. I have the Vita computer laptop charging up just in case I got to reset airbag codes when this thing comes back together. But we're going to get this in today. It's my first Saturday off. I've had these for a week sitting in the garage, cleaned them up, oiled them up with the Linsol oil, ready to go. I've been very disciplined, putting this one off until Saturday, my day off with no soccer matches. Gonna get this going. I have matches tomorrow. This car is driving me in my new bucket seats. And here they are. Driver's seat needs the control unit. It got crushed in a car accident. I'm gonna show you photos of the car it came out of. It came out of Ty's 2004 V70R. Got in an accident after he sold it, and it was being parted out. I got these seats out of that one. All right, here's the source of the Nordkap seats. Got wrecked. Let's open this up. We'll take a peek. Ooh, yeah, owie. Let me show you the other side. So the Nordkap seats came out of Ty's V70R. It got wrecked after he sold it. We took them out. There they are. Console's out. That's the console. Front seats are both gone. Also got the door cards on the passenger side, but this side right here was destroyed in an accident, so that is cut out. I think I actually have it sitting around here in a box somewhere. Anyway, if I didn't keep the computer unit, I don't know if I did or not. I'm gonna have to dig it out of my parts, but I know I got one sitting in there on the original 2002 seat, so it will mount back in and hook back up, so I can replace that. Not a problem. And then over here we got the passenger seat. They are oiled up. This airbag had blown out. Took these to John's Auto Upholstery in Longmont, Colorado. Andrew, I brought only in the passenger seat because the airbag had blown out on this one in the accident. And Andrew pointed out, I was looking for one of these. It's hard to find in 1 year, 04, one color, Nordkap blue seat that would work in my car. And Andrew at John's Auto Upholstery said, well, you can get the airbag out of any Volvo seat. So I went to the junkyard and sure enough bought a piece of crap XC70 2004. I mean, I needed a tetanus shot after handling that seat. It was disgusting. $45 I think is what I paid for it. Took it out of the junkyard, cut it open with an X-Acto blade, pulled the airbag out. Sure enough, same exact model number, part number. Put it into this one. Andrew sewed it up. We're good to go. I do have one little blemish. I mean, I could use some new coloring on here. It is a little bit of it's got some wear on it. It is a 2004 seat, but it does have one cut right here. And Andrew didn't want to sew that because he felt it was just too tight. It was going to rip it apart. So we left it. We're going to see what happens here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. So hit me up with any ideas, YouTube. If you look right over there, I also have the center console out of the 2004 V70R that was in an accident. But I don't think I'm going to put that in today. I think I'm going to wait. I'm still waiting on a cup holder replacement with the lid that's all shattered. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with that. Maybe when I get the seats out, I'll change my mind. But right now, that's going to wait because I can do that at any time without the seats. I don't have to take it out twice if I find a new cup holder. So I think it's a good upgrade day in the shop. I got the Van Halen Greatest Hits ready to go. Can't play it for you. I get in copyright trouble, but you can hear it in your head. Yep, you can see what's about ready to play. It's going to be a good day in the shop. I got a second pot of French press heating up on the stove right now. It's going to be a good day in the shop. I do think I need to, we're going to do this one on the driveway. I don't know if I have enough room to get the doors open fully in here in the garage and get these seats out without damaging something. So I think I'm going to pull it out on the driveway and we'll just do this one outside, get a little sun. Beautiful day in Colorado. Beautiful day. That should give us the room we need. Not get the doors fully open. Not going to break anything. Pulling those seats out the driver and passenger door. Need to disconnect the battery so I don't set off airbag lights just in case. I'm not sure they would, but I'm going to do it just in case because I ran into issues when I did the rear ones. I'll show you the rear ones. I pulled these out of a junkyard. Started this process March of what year is it? 22? Year and a half ago? So these rear seats came out of a 2004 wrecked, badly wrecked. The front seats were completely buckled. The floor had lifted and the rails were bent. So I had to leave those. The door cards were stuck. But I got the blue seats. The Volvo Nordkap rear seats came out of a 2004 wrecked one a year and a half ago. And I have been on a quest to find the complete interior. This one came out of the junkyard the same day. That one had already been disappeared, had already been purchased from the junkyard when I showed up. Front ones, as I said, were stuck and destroyed, and the front rails on the seats were destroyed. So I've been looking for the front. These two came out of the wrecked one in Longmont that you just saw the video of. I am still looking for one piece. This door card. I'm trying to find it locally. There's several on eBay, but I haven't wanted to pay for all the shipping. So I'll find them eventually. But yeah, those seats are coming out today. Seriously, Volvo, you guys are so good at engineering. Why do I need a 10, a 12, and a 13 just to disconnect the battery? I need the, let's see, I think these are the 13s. These got to come off with a 13. This one's a 12. And then when I get this cover off underneath to disconnect the battery negative terminal is a 10. Seems a little ridiculous. It could have been all done with, there's nothing really strong going on here. So why couldn't we just done it with all 12s? Or 10s. That would have worked. All right, it should just be 4 14s per seat. I did reconnect the battery, just set it together real fast. Backed these seats up to get a little bit more access on the front ones. Took the covers off. There are 4 of these 14s per seat. We're gonna do the whole driver's seat first, since this one's a little complicated, since this cover's got to remount with the controls. Those bolts came out so easy. As soon as they were just done untorqued, they were just finger spinners. Super easy. So the backs are out. Those are the 2 backs sitting on the floor over there. Front ones are out, sitting on the floor up front. It's all loose. I just got to do lean it back and disconnect some cables. Right. It's completely disconnected. All the cables that you see there connected are just part of the seat itself. Everything else is disconnected from the car. There's 3 sets of clips there. 1, 2 gray ones, and that big long black one with 3 different circuits on it. I did take the back seat, remove the bottom cushion, set it over there so I could rock this back a little bit more and get access to this. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Do you see that? It's got that T cross shape in there. On the seat, there's a little brass pin. Do you see that right above my finger? Push that in with a little screwdriver. I just rocked it back so I could get access to it. Pushed it in far enough, and this just when you push that, you're sliding a slider like my fingernail away from this cross. As soon as it's far enough, this just lifts right out. So time to pull this seat out. I was thinking about bringing it out the back seat, but I think it's got to go out the front. This is going to be some wrestling. Time to wrestle. Going plan B. We're going to try it through the back seats. Between the sips hitting that frame of the seat, the big round part where the cover comes down on the back, the sips doesn't give it clearance, the headrest doesn't give clearance, and the steering wheel. So I can't figure out how to get it out of this way. So I removed the entire lower back seats, and we're going to come out the back seat. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, why doesn't he just remove the driver's seat the same way he removed that driver's seat out of the wrecked car? But as you saw in that video clip, that wrecked Volvo, that driver door didn't open. I actually took that seat. I barely got it out of that wrecked car. The passenger side was already out. The console was removed, and it allowed me to bring it out the passenger door because it was super easy to lift across. Well, not easy because it was kind of jammed in there. But yeah, I'm winging it on this one because I haven't done it before. All right, we're making progress. I do remember. This is exactly how I took it out of that crap XC70, 04 XC70 that I grabbed the airbag out of that seat. That's how I got the driver's seat out. I took it out the back door. I do remember that. But on that car, it was at the junkyard, a wrecked car, a piece of crap. I needed a tetanus shot just being near it. I didn't care about any of this. I just ripped it out the back. Now I'm trying to be careful. This is rather hard. I took the bolster off, the side bolster off this Nordkap back seat because I don't want to rip that. What are the chances I'm going to be able to get this one out without damaging something I want to keep and get the good one back in without damaging it? We shall find out. And it's out! That was not easy. It is just big enough. That back door, passengers, or the rear driver's side door was just big enough for that to clear without damaging the paint on the rails. Didn't even damage my little toes wearing the Adidas kicks. We're going to do some vacuuming because it's got some nether regions that have never been cleaned. I don't know what all that is. That can't all be for me. It probably is. Who knows? But we're going to clean that up. I'm going to make sure I don't suck up those bolts. Those are too big for the shop vac to grab, so we'll get this cleaned up. We've reached a critical juncture. The point where decisions have consequences. Will it work? I technically don't know if the new R seat, the 04R seat, is still functioning post-accident. And I don't know if I need to transfer the driver's seat module. I think there's a DSM, I think that's a computer, from the car's VIN to this one. Quick update, just read on Matthew's Volvo site, that black box from my VIN and my car needs to be put onto this seat for it to work. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out how to get that sucker off and onto here. And that one just goes to eternity, I guess. All right, this one came out of the 02 seat, and I'm going to transfer it over to the 04R seat. It definitely has an 02W04T number on it. This one has an 04W11T. So, yep, they probably need to be switched. I'm assuming the VIN is stored in here and programmed to the seat somehow. I hope that these were roughly in the same position, because I didn't do that before I pulled that one out. Eyeballing it, yeah, they're close. We'll find out when I get this all connected if it's going to work. All right, it is all connected. I got a new zip tie in here, wrapped it. There's some wire, the old electrical tape on this wire harness had cracks. I got some new electrical tape on there, new zip tie here. I'm not really sure. It looks like there should be another zip tie that goes about there, but that doesn't give a lot of wire for moving back and forth. So I think I'm going to wait and maybe I'll put that one on when it's in the car and see what the range of movement on this wire is. But this yellow tape is usually, can't remember if I clipped one off of there or not. We'll see. It is all mounted up. I do have the black controls that went with this seat. This came out of my 02 because obviously this one was crushed on the 04. These are gray instead of black, like they would have been on the V70R. That seat over there has black control buttons. I do have the black buttons. I'm going to leave these in here because I'm assuming that in that accident they were damaged. And I don't want to wrestle this thing 3 or 4 times. So we're just going to put it in with the ones I know work. All right, forgot to show you this. It's almost like new in here. All the archaeological bits are vacuumed out. I still got to do the back seat, but yeah, that's way better than what that looked like. So time to WrestleMania 2 on this Volvo seat. I just remembered these Volvo seats fold forward. Totally forgot about that. That might make my life a lot easier wrestling this thing back into the car. We'll see. I might be able to go through the front door. I'm going to wing it. We'll see. Oh my God, that was easier. Still not connected, but everything is in place where it needs to go. Folded it in half, leaned that back forward. Came in this way, dropped it into place. Except I did put 2 scratches in my R door card little thing right here. So should have been more careful, but it is in. Let's connect it and then we'll do battery and see if it moves. All right, moment of truth. I just connected all the cables under the seat, connected the battery in the back. Key is in my hand. I'm sitting in the car. Relays were firing when that battery went back together. No lights yet. I'm definitely sitting back further than I normally do. I did drop that other seat further back so I could get to the bolts in the front. Or get the little plastic covers off the bolts, actually. So, but it wasn't this far back that I didn't sit in it. Who knows? It's close, but not exact. We'll find out here when I turn this on. Normal, normal. Driver door is open. Let's see, it doesn't have a seat belt. No airbag lights. No messages. Gonna scoot forward. Oh my God, it works. It actually works. Tilt. Tilting. I'm gonna hold my arm still so you can get the action with me. Tilt. Back. Backwards. Forwards. Yes. Back is adjusting. Oh. Ooh, it kind of got stuck there. Didn't like that. It might have a little hitch in its frame from that accident. There's a little click. All right, I think we're good. Gonna disconnect it, batten down the hatches on this seat, and go to the next one. It's bolted in over there. Sport seat compared to 2.4 turbo seat. Not the same, and I've been waiting a year to get rid of this thing. Knowing that I was gonna find one, I didn't care to repair that, let it rip. So, there it is, it's in. It's getting hot outside, I'm in the sun. Can't do this in the garage because the doors don't open far enough. So, you're gonna have to trust me on this one, YouTube. I'm gonna go fast and get this done in the sun. Get this one out and get the other one back in, quick as possible. All right, I think I just discovered why I'm always warmer in this car than everybody else in the car in the winter. It's supposed to have an air distribution thing. See, it just pulls out. On the other side, all that was there was this. It's supposed to have this little tunnel to fuse it back here further into the seat, so it goes to the back seats. Never had that. And then when I was vacuuming out in here, right here, this thing was loose in there. It doesn't look like it goes to anything here. I don't know what that would have been. Somebody lost some sort of a mount, some sort of a thing, but it doesn't go anywhere to anything. There's no place for it to mount in there. Nothing needs it. I don't know, YouTube, speak up. What the hell is that thing? I'm just gonna stick it in the garage. It's all cleaned out on this side. Let's go get some seats ready to mount. Just had one single clip on this side for the seat controls and the heater, so piece of cake. Quick correction, YouTube. There's no black box on this one. I was anticipating there's gonna be a black box back here that I had to disconnect and switch out, but it doesn't exist on this seat. Nothing in there. It looks the same from the bottom, but as you can see, there's clearly no black box sitting in there, so this is just plug and play. That's the old one. There's the new one. Let's get this thing mounted. All right, YouTube, this is a do-over. I forgot to connect the battery when I first tried this. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. It's getting hot, starting to sweat. This isn't fun anymore. Key is in. Passenger seat is in. It is connected on a single connector, the big one that slides. This big, it's like 4 into 1 thing with a little slider door that pops it open. That's all it has on this side. It is not bolted down, but it is connected. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't have airbags exploding. I feel air conditioning. Car is running. Sounds great. I'm reaching down here. I'm moving forward. I'm moving backwards. I'm tilting forward. And the backrest. Oh, backwards, forwards. No lights on the dash. We are good to go. Time to bolt this baby down. It has new Volvo Nordkap Blue V70R front seats. YouTube, she works. She's bolted back together, clipped back together. All electronics are good. The battery's just sitting connected. I gotta get all the back seats put back in. I'll get the battery mounted back up. It is in the garage because that Colorado sun out there, September, what is the 9th? Saturday? It's hot. That sunlight is hot. Hot and dry. I think it's only supposed to be 85 today, but Colorado sunshine, this high altitude sun gets ya. So it's in the garage, gonna vacuum it out, put it back together, take this thing to the car wash, give it a bath. She's good to go. Check it out. All right, YouTube, that's a wrap. She's ready to drive. Need to get it over, get a car wash. Everything's good to go. It's vacuumed out, clean on the inside. Gonna take it over, wash it at the car wash, going to Denver tonight, hitting the big city with the new sporty bucket seats, just sitting in it. Feels like 25 more horsepower. If only I could get these headlights to work. These came off of an 04 Cross Country. They're for sale on Craigslist. They are the HID by Xenon self-leveling headlights, glass, but they will not work with this car because I don't have the self-leveling system or the right electronics to hook it up. So they will not work. It'll throw error messages. So I'm stuck with those. They are just like an R front headlight, except they have black bezels. They are on Craigslist for $550. Come get them. And then I think I'm going to keep these seats just in case the motors in here are bad. That one feels a little junky. Maybe it got a little banged up in the accident. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll start lubricating itself. I might spray some lithium grease in there and see if that gets it going. I might do that before I go to the car wash here real quick. Just hit it with a little bit of grease, see if that helps it out a little bit. It feels sporty. Yeah, that's it. Get out there, YouTube. Get out there and enjoy these Volvos. Wanted to say a big thank you to YouTube, all of you. I think we're up to 37 followers right now. I think it was a month ago I was in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I was telling Howard and Starbucks to sponsor me because I'd hit 10. We're at 37. 7,500 views is right around the corner. I totally appreciate you guys. Be safe out there. Get out, have fun, do some upgrades, post your videos, share it to me, let me know what you're doing. Time to get Ragnar on the road. All right, YouTube, have fun, be safe. Seriously, Volvo, this is the jankiest cup holder out of the 04 console. I honestly think my regular 02 V70 one is better. Like, that is janky. It's all broken, sits in there like that. Even the cups aren't the same size. Like, what were you thinking?